All right, YouTube, that's good with it. A real quick video on how to change out the Kenworth T680 cab leveling valve. I got it propped up now. I should have started the video a minute ago, but I started not even do a video. But since I'm doing this, it's like, why not? Because it's not really one on the T680 as far as the leveling valve. So right now, this is kind of sitting almost plush because I have the wood braces keeping it up, so I have a little room to work with. But the leveling valve sits right here. Let's see if I can focus. Let me see if yeah, the thing is on. So it kind of sits right here on this thing. Right here. It sits on this, so it bolts into this, and I kind of broke it, so I gotta figure out how to get that screw out of there. That screw that holds it, and this is the leveling valve. So that's where it sits. It sits behind. You can't really see it. That was the major problem too, was why I got it. You can't really see it, and I can't really hold this camera so you can get a good idea. Well, this is leveling valve, so I'm about to pull it out and put the new one in. But this little bracket here, I don't know if you can see it because I can't see the camera. But this little bracket here is where the leveling valve sits. So I'm about to pull this out, get this screw up out of here, and then try to get this thing done. So I got a little screw. This is come off the back of the leveling valve, little 10-meter screw, and the other one that keeps it stabilized, just a prong that goes through the clip. So I got that out. So now all I got to do is take the actual leveling valve off of the air lines. Take the leveling valve off of the air lines. There's 3 air lines going into it. Take those off and then put the other one in. This is the new leveling valve. This is the old, well, this is the old arm that actually goes here on the leveling valve. But what I did was they were actually adjusted at the same height. I didn't like where my cab sat at, so I adjusted mine up, the new one up a little bit. So it should give me more height on the ride. My airbags are fine because once I figured out where this was, I was able to mess with this arm and the cab raised right on up, no problem. So I'm not going to change the airbags today, but I am going to change out this valve because this is defective. And this end goes here on this nozzle, on this nipple, and this end goes on a nipple on the cab. This is the Packard part number. This hit me for about $150. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get this all put together and get it back. Bear with me, guys. I don't have a camera guy. I got everything plugged back in. The top, the orange, and then you got the one on the bottom. I couldn't get that orange one out, so I just cut it. It's long enough anyway, so it's not a problem. So if you have to cut it, just cut it. But now I'm about to put this in and see how I can get this adjusted and how it works going forward. But this is a pretty simple job. You just got to find it, man, but you can't really see it until, so that's what this is about. One bolt holds this into the thing, so I'm gonna put that in and then put the arm on, and we should be good to go. Perfect. Only issue I had was getting that line in. I had to take the bottom part off to force the top part on. That was the only thing. I put the bottom on first, and it just gave me hell getting the top on. But I just took it off. It snapped right on. But if you look at it, it's at the perfect ride height. The bottom fairing is parallel to the cab fairing, and everything's sitting. You don't hear any hisses because the bags are good. So that's how you swap out your cab leveling valve. Now, another issue that I'm gonna tackle today, because again, you're on the operator, you gotta save money where you can save money, right? So this is my APU. It's ugly as hell, but it works. I got all the covers for it, because what happened is I was backing in at an angle, trailer shifted, knocked off the top, side, all that. So I got new pieces, but these cover pieces are super expensive. So I got the top piece, I found the side piece. Only thing I'm waiting on now is the door piece with the bottom, and I think I can get those from Richard Kearns and put everything back on. But APU needs a PM, and the radiator was leaking, so I got to swap out the radiator. I'm not swapping radiator out today. I got the other issue I have is the radiator lines. The radiator was leaking. My cutoff valves up front don't work, so something always leaks. Something always leaks from this APU. Whether these go bad, this hose go bad, because I've already replaced them. Already replaced that, but you can see they're starting to swell again, right? And the original, I made this one, so I went and got 2 pipe, because this is a 3/4 into a 5/8. So the tri-pack actually makes one for that, but it's like $80. So that hose was $89. This little hose was $89. I bought this one from them. I sourced this one at Summit, put 2 of them together, got me a connector, set 3/4 into 5/8, and I made it work like that for like $20. So now I'm about to pull this. I'm not allowed to put the radiator out because the radiator is leaking, but I don't like my hoses like that because it just gives me anxiety, right? So I got these zip ties together. It just gives me anxiety. So I'm about to swap those out and put the cutoff valves, so when I have an issue going forward, I can just cut them off versus having to do that right there. So that's what we're gonna do now, is add the cutoff valves. I got the cutoff valves from Smart's Truck Parts in Beaumont, Texas. But they got these same valves everywhere that I went. And I tried to avoid them, and they might have some better ones at Thermo King. But I had these, so I just went with it. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be a little off. I want the straight through with the regular cutoff valves, but this is gonna have to work. So I'm about to put these in now, and that should be a little quick little job. It's nothing major to it, and I'll be done with the maintenance on the truck for today. Y'all seeing before that call came in. This is gonna be a little quick little fix. So I'm about to put these 2 in and just hook those back up to the connections, so I don't have to worry about this hopping around while the truck is moving. And then we're gonna put a zip tie over there on that cover. This lens is dirty. Yeah, we're gonna put a zip tie over there on that cover on that orange line, and that'd be it for the day for the maintenance, man. I'm just gonna prep the truck when I leave, so when I come Monday, I don't have to worry about doing much of a prep. All right, so I got one of the lines on. That one, for some reason, that hose is a 3/4, and the other one is a 5/8. So I thought both of them were 5/8 because, or whatever, but this goes on. Both of these hoses are 5/8, they go on, but I guess this one is a little bit bigger. So that's what I'm gonna have to do is get a 3/4 inline, and that'll take care of that. And then I just put that other piece on because I already got it cut the length I need it. So I just put it on, and then I'll be good to go for whenever I swap out the radiator, which is what I'll probably do in another week or so, as well as do the PM on it. So that's it. You see my malevolent valve is holding up good. Everything is good there. So when I go out this week, I should be ready to rock and roll, man. So just want to give you guys that. I'm out.